let me walk you on the property a little bit. This is where the barn is. Alright, goats go there. Horses sometimes go there. I should close the store before the goats make a mess of it. Got a big 1-inch hose over there. Washes the shit right out of the stalls. Keep these stalls shut, otherwise they just come in here and take a shit all over it. Next thing you know, you can't even see the aisle with all the flies flying around. Hey look, I told you you didn't finish your corn. Why are you being so greedy? What else do you want? Alright, let's go. All the way to the wood shop. Got my oaks planted in 2020. This year we had a couple of hurricanes. Can't remember their names. I should say last year, 2022. We're already in January 2023 now. And all these trees were bent pretty much parallel with the ground. I put these posts in and put some ropes on it, and next hurricane season I'll make sure that they're tied in. Just the ground gets oversaturated with water and a little bit of wind just knocks them down. I got a set of oaks on the first row here. I got my wood shop with a bit of a greenhouse going on. And what do I got here? I just got peppers right now. I do plant cucumbers. We collect about maybe a dozen or 2 dozen cucumbers, and then they just go to shit for unknown reasons. Actually, I do know it just rains, then the sun comes out, messes up the leaves. Very delicate plant. And then that screen enclosure gets infested with whiteflies. What do you do to get rid of them? None of the pesticides work. Just hang those sticky tapes all around. That worked a little better last year. And then you can also spray like a drop of Dawn mixed with water, or a couple of drops of Listerine mixed with water on the leaves of your plants, and that should be a deterrent to them. But you know, you got to keep repeating the stuff. So we had our first row of oaks. See. And then this row we have Drake elms. Bought these from Pell Nursery in Osteen. Very good people, but they do have some annoying sales ladies. Especially one that lied to me about how I couldn't burn my plants using their fertilizer. I ended up burning a shit ton of my plants using their fertilizer. She was just wrong. So these were pretty wide, but I chopped them down quite a bit. I guess it's January, probably towards March or so. They'll start growing like crazy. And I'll show you all of these things. They look like they're dead, but they're just dormant in the winter, even down here in Florida. That's a sycamore over there. Well, I've got 3 palms from way where I got the place. They were planted here, so I just left them as they are. Then this is a sycamore that got planted this year. You can see that it's bare. There's not a single leaf on it, but if you bend the days, you can tell that it's not dry. Maybe this little dinky thing is, but these bigger ones, you can feel that they're still alive, and they'll kick back in a month or two. Now that was planted a few months ago. Pretty much hasn't really grown ever since I bought it from the nursery. And I'll show you the ones that I planted 3 years ago. Back in 2020. Here's one. Now, I took about a good 7 feet off the top of it because they were just way too skinny on the trunk here. You can see it's a lot bigger than the other one, but you know, my hand next to it, it's pretty big, but it was very tall. I didn't like how skinny it was towards the top, and I knew the hurricanes would probably mess them up bad, snap them in half. I'll show you one that snapped in half, so I just decided to get a ladder, climb up there, and chop it down. They all look like dead trees. I assure you they're not. We'll do another video in a few months, and you can see that they're going to be all nice and green. Having trouble trying to grow grass over here. I added new sprinkler stuff. Come on, get out of that.